Produced my pistol and then produced my rapier, saying, "Stand and deliver, for you are a bold deceiver." Mushering, dum-a-doo-dum-a-da. What all the daddy-o, what all the daddy-o, there's whiskey in the jar. I counted out his money, and it made a pretty penny. I put it in my pocket, I took it home to Jenny. She smiled and she swore she never would deceive me. Let the devil take the women, for they never can be easy. Mushroom, dum-a-doo-dum-a-da. What all the daddy-o, what all the daddy-o, there's whiskey in the jar. To my chamber, off for to take a slumber. I dreamt of gold and jewels, and for it was no wonder. But Jenny took my charges, she filled them up with water, then called for Captain Farrell to be ready for the slaughter. Mushering, dum-a-doo-dum-a-da. What all the daddy-o, what all the daddy-o, there's whiskey in the jar. 'Twas early in the morning when I arose to travel, and up comes a band of footmen, and likewise Captain Farrell. I first produced my pistol, for she stole away my rapier, and a prisoner I was taken, 'cause I could not shoot the water. Mushering, dum-a-doo-dum-a-da. What all the daddy-o, what all the daddy-o, there's whiskey in the jar. Take delight in the carriages rolling, and some take delight in the hurling and the bowling. But I take delight in the juice of the barley, in courting pretty fair maids in the morning bright and early. Mushering, dum-a-doo-dum-a-da. What for the daddy-o, what for the daddy-o, there's whiskey in the jar. If anyone can aid me, it's my brother in the army. If I can find a station in Cork or Killarney, together we'll go rolling o'er the mountains together. He'll surely treat me better than me old sportin' Jenny. Mushering, dum-a-doo-dum-a-da. What for the daddy-o, what for the daddy-o, there's whiskey in the jar. There's whiskey in the jar. Thank you, everybody. We're Donegal, the Irish band with the bluegrass problem. I loved it. Thank you. I loved it when Tom O'Kachak, we were with him last week on his show. It was so fun, and he coined us Celtic and Cash, so I like that. One quick shout out as we get going. Thank you, Mitchell Hall and the Tennessee Trio for having us. We'd love to be here warming up. Thank you. So looking forward to that show. And just when it seems like we're an Irish band, we're going to pull this out of our back pocket and feature some great bluegrass banjo and fiddles. Take it away, Alex. Thank you. Well, I'm so fortunate with our little band because if you're fortunate to have a fiddle, and of course a banjo is wonderful, but we got two fiddles. I'd like to introduce our fiddler, Mr. James Cavanaugh. Lean over in the dance microphone and tell us, James, when did you start playing? How old were you?
Probably 10, 11 years ago. I think I was
10 or 11 years ago, and you're not?
7 probably.
7. So. Thank you, James. And I'll introduce the rest of the band in a little bit. We're going to continue with the bluegrass tradition, do an old country gentleman tune called Fox on the Run. Kick us off, Alex. As she walked through the corn leading down to the river, her hair shone like gold in the hot morning sun. She took all the love that a poor boy could give her and left me to die like a fox on the run.
Like a fox.
Like a fox on the run. Everybody knows the reason for the fall. When woman tempted man down in paradise is all. This woman tempted me, alright, took me for a ride. Like a weary fox, I need a place to hide. As she walked through the corn leading down to the river, her hair shone like gold in the hot morning sun. She took all the love that a poor boy could give her and left me to die like a fox on the run.
Like a fox.
Like a fox on the run. Harmonica! Take a glass of wine and fortify your soul. We'll talk about the world and the ones we used to know. I'll illustrate a girl. She put me on the floor. The game is nearly over now. The hounds are at my door. As she walked through the corn leading down to the river, her hair shone like gold in the hot morning sun. She took all the love that a poor boy could give her and left me to die like a fox on the run.
Like a fox.
Like a fox on the run. Thank you, folks. I want to slide back across the ocean over to Ireland on the west coast, namely Galway, and have some singing by my son Andy. We'll do a little introductions here in just a little bit, but I'm going to start. We got James. And how many Kalish and Kalish associates are here tonight? Clap your hands. How many Kalish people? We got a lot of them up here on the stage. We've got Hannah, Alex, and Sam Kalish. Thank you. Been playing music for these guys for over 20 years. So fortunate. So this is the bluegrass element, most definitely to it. And we're so blessed to have them. Thank you. Okay, take it away, Mr. Gall.
Well, I took a stroll on the old long walk of a day, and I met a girl and we stopped to talk of a fine soft day, and I asked you, friend, tell me what would you do if her hair was black and her eyes were blue? I knew right then I'd be taking a whirl round the Salthill Drum with the Galway girl. We were halfway there when the rain came down of a day, she asked me up to her flat downtown of a fine soft day, and I asked you, friend, tell me what would you do if her hair was black and her eyes were blue? So I knew right then I'll be taking a whirl. Boys, I lost my heart to a Galway girl. When I woke up, I was all alone. With a broken heart and a ticket home. So I ask you now, tell me what would you do if her hair was black and her eyes were blue? I traveled around and been all over this world. Boys, I never seen nothing like a Galway girl. Thank you very much.
Thanks. Got the fiddles all warmed up. We're going to let the fiddlers run free on this one. The Temperance Reel. You'll hear it on both sides of the Atlantic. An Irish tune and a good old Appalachian fiddle tune as well, featuring James Hanna. And we can get a banjo break in it. Bonus. Yeah. And we're going to, yes it is. It's always a bonus indeed. We're going to feature James kicking us off on this one. Take us away, Mr. fiddles. Okay, so lucky to have them. And I won got a pop quiz for the fiddle department. I asked them last week, see if they remember the difference between a violin and a fiddle.
You tell me.
You don't remember?
I'm supposed to tell the audience.
Okay, well, nobody minds it when you spill beer on the fiddle. So we're going to feature Andy on this fine Irish percussion instrument. It's called a boron.
Just like the element.
Yep. And he's going to give us
Not spelled
a
that.
little count-in. This is a little glimpse in what it's like going to school in Ireland, rural Ireland. And it's the same anywhere. You probably had these things happen to you when you were in school as well. It's called Tell Me Ma. And he's going to count us in. Oh, gee. Me, Ma, when I go home, the boys won't leave the girls alone. They pull my hair, they stole my comb, but that's alright till I go home. She is handsome, she is pretty, she is the belle of Belfast City. She is courting 1, 2, 3, please won't you tell me who is she? All the boys are fighting for her, all the boys are knocking for her. They're knocking on the door, they're ringing on the bell. Tell me, my true love, are you well? Down she comes as white as the snow, rings on her fingers and bells on her toes. Albert Moon says he'll die if he doesn't find the girl with her roving eye. Tell me, Ma, when I go home, the boys won't leave the girls alone. They pull my hair, they stole my comb, but that's alright till I go home. She is handsome, she is pretty, she's the belle of Belfast City. She is courting 1, 2, 3, please won't you tell me who is she? Shoveling from the sky. She's as sweet as apple pie. She'll get her own right by and by. And when she does, she comes home. Won't tell her Ma when she gets home. Albert Mooney says he'll lie if he doesn't get the girl with the roving eye. Tell me, Ma, when I go home, the boys won't leave the girls alone. They pull my hair, they stole my comb, but that's alright till I go home. She is handsome, she is pretty, she's the belle of Belfast City. She is courting 1, 2, 3, please won't you tell me who is she? Tell me, Ma, when I go home, the boys won't leave the girls alone. They pull my hair, they stole my comb, but that's alright till I go home. She is handsome, she is pretty, she's the belle of Belfast City. She is courting 1, 2, 3, please won't you tell me who is she? I think I heard some singing along on that. Thank you. Just had this tune brought to us by Hannah. The Hound and the Fox, followed up by a wonderful Irish tune called Drowsy Maggie. And wait till you hear how fast they play it. I don't know why she's drowsy. She'll be wide awake, Maggie. The first one, it's a lovely tune. The Hound and the Fox. Take us away. Oilers. Drowsy Maggie. Gonna let my son introduce this next one. It's by one of our favorite Irish bands.
Yes. The Irish are just so good at making the saddest subjects sound so happy.
So true, so very true. As Yates said, oh, God bless the Irish, because all their words are happy and all their songs are sad.
So this is The Worst Day Since Yesterday by Flogging Molly. Well, I know I miss more than hit with a face that was launched to sink, and I seldom feel the bright relief. It's been the worst day since yesterday. If there's one thing I have said, is that the dreams we once had now lay in bed. As the four winds blow my wits through the door, it's been the worst day since yesterday. Fallen down to you, sweet ground, where flowers they bloom, it's there I'll be found. Hurry back to me, my wild Colleen. It's been the worst day since yesterday. Now these wounds I have seen no wars, except for the scars I have ignored, and this endless crutch, well, it's never enough. It's been the worst day since yesterday. Hell says hello, well, it's time I should go to pastures green that I have yet to see. Hurry back to me, my wild Colleen. It's been the worst day since yesterday. It's been the worst day since yesterday. It's been the worst day since yesterday. Thank you.
Time to introduce our lonely accordion, harmonica, keyboard, sometimes plays cajon, he plays bass. He does it all, he's our utility guy, and he's the only one without a family member in the band. Dan Shenander. So talented. Irish on the bass, everybody. Shabba! That was the Blackberry Blossom. Again, another shout out to Mitchell Hall and the Tennessee Trio. Thank you so much for allowing us to warm up for you guys. Appreciate it. It's an honor. And Chuck and the Event Center. I've never been in here before. I lived here 30 years. It's a great place. So for the next one, I've got plants in the audience. It's an Irish sing-along. Oh, look, I'm back there. There's a clapping part, and I won't try to explain it. Just listen to the plants. There'll be 4 claps, 2 claps, 1 clap. See if you can tell where they are. And we're going to do a little tag thing like we talked about. But I'll just start singing. Well, I went to an alehouse I used to frequent, and the landlady thought that my money was spent. She said, I won't have you, you must get away. Such a customer as yours I can get any day, and it's no, nay, never. No, nay, never, no more will I play the wild rover. No, never, no more. Well, I reached in my pocket, I pulled out sovereigns bright, and the landlady's eyes opened wide with delight. She said, I have whiskey and wines of the best. And those words that I spoke, they were only in jest. And it's no, nay, never. No, nay, never, no more will I play the wild rover. No, never. You're getting it. Moral of the story. I'll go home to my parents, I'll confess what I've done, and I hope that they forgive this prodigal son. And if they caress me as oft time before, I'll know that I'll play the wild rover no more. And it's no, nay, never. No, nay, never, no more will you play the wild rover. No, never. Get those claps in now. And it's no, nay, never. No, nay, never, no more will you play the wild rover. No, never, no. Thank you. Thank you very much, and thank you, clappers. They were picking it up. I heard you. Okay, we're gonna remove just a couple because we're kind of getting down there. We have time for just a couple more because I'm really excited to hear Mitchell Hall and those boys in that band. So this is another Irish pub song, and it's thanking the Irish because God bless them. We can travel the world and not be thirsty. The Irish pub song. Well, you're walking down a city street, you could be in Peru, and you hear a distant calling, and you know it's meant for you. And you stop what you were doing, and you join the merry mob. Before you know just where you are, you're in an Irish pub. They got one in Honolulu, they got one in Moscow too. They got 4 of them in Sydney and a couple in Kathmandu. So whether you sing or pull a pint, you'll always have a job. Wherever you go around the world, you'll find an Irish pub. Now the design is fairly simple, and it usually works the same. You'll have Razor Houghton scoring in the Irish-England game, and you know you're in an Irish pub. The moment you're through the door of a couple of boys with morons, they'll be murdering Christy Moore. They got one in Honolulu, they got one in Moscow too. They got 4 of them in Sydney and a couple in Kathmandu. So whether you sing or pull a pint, you'll always have a job. Wherever you go around the world, you'll find an Irish pub. Now the owner is Norwegian and the manager comes from Cork, and the lad that's holding up the bar says only idiots work. He was born and bred in Bolton, and his mommy's from Kildare. He's going to make his fortune soon and move to County Clare. They got one in Honolulu, they got one in Moscow too. They got 4 of them in Sydney and a couple in Kathmandu. So whether you sing or pull a pint, you'll always have a job. Wherever you go around the world, you'll find an Irish pub. Woo! Now it's time for me to go. I have to catch my train, and I'll leave you sitting at the bar to face the wind and rain. But I'll have that pint you owe me if I'm not gone on the dry, till we meet next week in Frankfurt or the fields of Bath and Rye. They got one in Honolulu, they got one in Moscow too. They got 4 of them in Sydney and a couple in Kathmandu. So whether you sing or pull a pint, you'll always have a job. Wherever you go around the world, you'll find an Irish pub. They got one in Honolulu, they got one in Moscow too. They got 4 of them in Sydney and a couple in Kathmandu. So whether you sing or pull a pint, you'll always have a job. Wherever you go around the world, you'll find an Irish pub. 'Cause wherever you go around the world, you'll find an Irish pub. Thank you. Thanks very much. Thank you. Hey, got time for just one more, so the old clock says. Is that right? I'm looking back there at Mitchell. Thank you. Introduce myself, or my son, Andrew Frizzell. My son, I've been playing music with him for his whole life.
And this here, the man of the show. He's the sturdy lighthouse in the raging storm, Kim Frizzell.
Thank you. Love you all. Thank you so much. We're going to leave you with this number. I know you know it. Please join in. It'll be a little abbreviated version, but we might have time for a fiddle break or a banjo break in there. I was standing by my window on a cold and cloudy day, when I saw that hearse come rolling for to carry my mother away. Oh, will the circle be unbroken by and by, Lord, by and by? There's a better home awaiting in the sky, Lord, in the sky. Fiddles! I will follow close behind her, try to hold up and be brave. For this body you are hauling, Lord, I hate to see her laid in the grave. Everybody! Thank you, everybody. Been wonderful to play for. Thank you. Been so fun. Thank you.